What's going on, you guys? I'm as always Mr. Grimreaper and welcome everybody to my channel. And today I'm going to give you guys another review, this time for the 1987 classic, The Untouchables. And welcome to Mob Week. So The Untouchables. Let's talk about this movie. If I can, hold on, you guys. Alright, go here. Okay. So The Untouchables is a 1987, gangster film, directed by Brian De Palma, screenplay by David Mamet. This was based on the book The Untouchables by Eliot Ness and Oscar Frehley. This film stars Kevin Costner, Charles Martin Smith, Andy Garcia, Robert De Niro, and Sean Connery. And we're going to go through this, and I'm going to talk to you guys about how I feel about this film. This film I liked. This film I liked a lot. So, of course, you know, this whole thing begins with... this whole thing deals with the war that was going on between Eliot Ness and Al Capone, who was played by Robert De Niro. I felt that both of them gave off really good performances in this film. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the plot. Okay, so during a prohibition in 1930, reigning crime kingpin Al Capone has nearly the whole city of Chicago under his control and supplies illegal liquor. Bureau of Prohibition agent Eliot Ness is assigned to stop Capone, but his first attempt at a liquor raid fails due to corrupt policemen tipping Capone off. He has a chance meeting with an Irish-American veteran officer by the name of Jimmy Malone, played by Sean Connery, who is fed up with a rampant corruption and offers to help Ness. Suggesting they find a man from the police academy who has not come under Capone's influence, they recruit Italian-American trainee George Stone, aka Giuseppe Petri, who is played by Andy Garcia, for his superior marksmanship and intelligence. Joined by accountant Oscar Wallace, assigned to Ness from Washington, D.C., they conduct a successful raid on Capone's liquor cache and start to gain positive publicity, with the press dubbing the Untouchables. Capone later kills the henchman in charge of the cache as a warning to his other men. Wallace discovers that Capone has not filed an income tax return for some years and suggests that the team try to build a tax evasion case against him. Since he is well insulated from his other crimes, an alderman offers Ness a bribe to drop his investigation, but Ness angrily refuses it and throws him out of the office. When Capone gunman Frank Nitti threatens Ness's family, Ness has his wife and daughter move to a safe house. His team flies to a Canada-United States border to intercept an incoming liquor shipment, aided by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Killing several gangsters and capturing George, a Capone bookkeeper, Malone then shoots a gangster through the mouth, not revealing the man is already dead, to scare George into agreeing to testify against Capone. Wallace prepares to escort George from the Chicago police station to a safe house, but they are shot and killed by Nitti, who has infiltrated the station. Ness confronts Capone and his men over the deaths, but Malone intervenes to save him from being killed and urges to persuade the DA not to dismiss the charges against Capone. Realizing that police chief Mike Dorsett sold out Wallace and George, Malone forces him to reveal the whereabouts of Walter Payne, Capone's chief bookkeeper. That night, a knife-wielding thug sneaks into Malone's apartment. Malone chases him out with a shotgun, but falls victim to Nitti's Tommy gun ambush. Ness and Stone arrive at the apartment. Before dying, Malone tells them which train Payne will take out of town. At Union Station, Ness and Stone find Payne guarded by several gangsters. A gunfight breaks out on the lobby, resulting in all the gangsters being killed and Payne being taken alive. As Payne testifies at Capone's trial, explaining the untaxed flows throughout the syndicate, Ness notices that Capone seems unusually relaxed and also spots Nitti carrying a gun under his jacket. Ness as a bailiff removes Nitti and searches him outside the courtroom. Though he has the mayor's permission to carry the weapon, Ness finds a matchbook in Nitti's pocket containing Malone's address. Realizing that Nitti killed Malone, Nitti shoots the bailiff and flees to the courthouse roof. Ness gives chase, and in this ensuing confrontation, Nitti mocks the way Malone died and remarks that he will escape justice, prompting Ness to push him off the roof to his death. Stone gives Ness a list taken from Nitti's jacket that shows bribes paid to the jurors. When the judge refuses to consider it as evidence of jury tampering, Ness bluffs him into thinking that his name is in Payne's ledger of payoffs. The judge subsequently orders that the jury will be switched with another in another courtroom, prompting Capone's lawyer to enter a guilty plea with Capone's consent. Despite Capone's protest, he is sentenced to 11 years in prison. Ness closes his office and gives Malone St. Jude medallion and callback box key to Stone as a farewell gift. As Ness leaves the office, a reporter mentions a rumor that prohibition may be soon repealed and asks what Ness will do if that happens. Ness replies, "I think I'll have a drink." Alright, so let's talk about some key scenes in this. Two come to mind. The part when they're in Union Station. The scene when they're going up the stairs, and we see when they're going up the stairs, and we see the stroller. That scene alone was really good. I like that. How the camera slows down. For that, it looks really good. Also, there was another part here where Capone, I guess, was pissed off with one of these dudes. They were sitting at a table, and Capone was pissed off at one of his guys. He takes a bat and just wails on him. I thought Robert De Niro as Al Capone did really good. Kevin Costner as Elliot Ness was good. Everybody did really, really well in this film alone, and I enjoyed the performances by Sean Connery. I enjoyed everything in this film. The camera shots were good. Everything was good. The writing, Brian De Palma did extraordinarily well with this one. So you're wondering, Grim, what did you give it? Well, I gave it a 10 out of 10. You damn right, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I enjoyed this film. The Untouchables is a cult classic that if you enjoy gangster films and if you enjoy mob films or stuff like that, this is one that you can't let go of. Because this film is really good and it deserves to be seen. But what did you guys think of The Untouchables? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think and all that. That's going to be it for me for right now. I'm Mr. Grimreaper 512, and I'll see you all in the afterlife. Peace.